A different kind of people power, the Filipino love behind Alex Eala. As we approach the 25th of February, the anniversary of the EDSA People Power Revolution, I cannot help but notice a different kind of people power unfolding. Not in the streets this time, but in tennis stadiums across the world. It is loud, it is emotional, it is unmistakably Filipino. What made thousands of people suddenly show up at the Australian Open, and now in Abu Dhabi, for a sport that, in past years, saw steady or even declining viewership. As we entered 2026, the Australian Open was caught visibly unprepared. Long lines, added security, and crowd control measures were needed for at least one phenomenon. That phenomenon is Alex Eala, and this is the power of Filipino love and support. Last October, I was lucky enough to watch Alex play at the Hong Kong WTA Tennis Open. My husband and I even ended up on TV, cheering while holding a gigantic Philippine flag. The atmosphere was electric. The fierce, die-hard, fight-for-our-country feeling was in the air. Finally, Filipinos could cheer for one of our own. It felt like those Sunday mornings during Manny Pacquiao fights. The same intensity, the same pride. But this time, it was for a young, fearless Filipino who began turning heads after getting a break as a wild card at the Miami Open. Who would have imagined she would go on to defeat Yelena Ostapenko, outplay U.S. Open champion Madison Keys, and shock the tennis world by beating world number 2 IGA Swiatek? In Hong Kong, there were moments when the crowd, admittedly, crossed into unfamiliar territory. Tennis etiquette is strict. Silence during points is sacred. Filipino fans, however, were watching tennis the way we watch PBA games at the Araneta Coliseum. Loud, emotional, expressive. The umpire had to repeatedly remind the crowd of Tennis 101. After the Australian Open, Alex came home to headline the first ever Philippine Women's Open, and all tennis heaven and hell broke loose. This time, Tennis 101 was shared everywhere. Social media posts explained the rules. Fans learned when to cheer and when to hold their breath. Personally, I think it worked. The crowd matured with the moment. From that point on, every platform followed Alex. Every match, every opponent, every tournament, even her TikTok dances. Even Novak Djokovic himself described the massive, record-breaking crowds following Alex as a good problem to have for tennis. And he was right. For me, there is no sport that better represents power, intelligence, and resilience than tennis. It is solitary, strategic, and mentally unforgiving. Watching Alex navigate that stage while carrying the emotional weight of an entire nation is something else entirely. So what is the lesson here? In this day and age, the most powerful marketing is not hype or spend. It is a story that touches a core emotion of love and loyalty. A story that inspires hope. A story rooted in a very real underdog you can call your own. It is funny what Alex did for the country. In a time when negativity dominates headlines, she gave us something joyful to follow. Something to look forward to. Just the thought of a young Filipina taking on the world, with Filipinos everywhere, and there are many of us rooting for her, puts a smile on my face every time I step onto the court. This February, we are once again reminded of what Filipinos are capable when united by belief. Indeed, a different kind of people power.